the team you can trust.
Our region's still on the road to recovery after the devastating impact of Hurricane Helene. Thanks for joining us. I'm Sarah Diamond.
And I'm Casey Marler. In Northeast Tennessee, several nonprofits are among the groups leading the charge in that relief effort. Today, it was announced that the East Tennessee Foundation awarded 21 nonprofits nearly $500,000 in initial flood relief grants.
That was done through its Neighbor to Neighbor Disaster Relief Fund. News Channel 11's Leah Johnson found out how that money will advance recovery efforts in our region. Leah?
Sarah, this grant funding is essential to the community as it helps with long-term recovery in a number of ways. The grant funding awarded will help with housing repairs, rebuilds, farm recovery, small businesses, and more. The Upper East Tennessee Human Development Agency is one of those nonprofits that received $25,000 in funding.
We can use for gap assistance is what we call that. There's a lot of houses being built, but as they develop and as things happen, there's a lot of little things that people still need. Maybe some furnishings, may need some kitchen appliances, and they may need things for their cupboards, for their cabinet, for food. We're there to help fill those gaps.
Hurricane Helene hit the area almost 2 months ago, but there are still people who are struggling. Tim Janes, executive director of the Upper East Tennessee Human Development Agency, says their funding will support families in the long term.
This is going to be a multi-year recovery. This is so devastating to our region. So where we're coming in, along with a lot of other agencies, we're not the only one. There's a bunch of agencies that are coming together to help get the people reestablished.
Another nonprofit focusing on business recovery efforts is the First Tennessee Development District.
One of the grants that we submitted that was funded is going to support Region Ahead, so that'll go right into the funds that have already begun to be distributed. I think there was an announcement yesterday, maybe another $125,000 had been distributed to businesses that have been impacted by the storm. The money we receive from East Tennessee Foundation will go right into that pot of money as well.
Mark Stevens with the First Tennessee Development District says they will use the money to help businesses in the region.
Most of the funds right now are being used either to cover the expense of employees that are maybe doing repair work or rebuild or rehab. But it's up to the businesses how they best apply that funding. They know how this storm has impacted them. They know best how to use those funds.
Some of these nonprofits have already begun distributing the funds to people and families in need.
Leah, thanks. You can find a list of resources available to those most impacted by Hurricane Helene on our website, WJHL.com.